they go. Great start there for George Hopper. So George Hopper diving right there. Past Ryan Frost, one rider left behind at the start, but they all get away. And George Hopper from second on the grid takes the lead from Ryan Frost. Fantastic start there for George Hopper. It's Ryan Frost in second. Looks like Chase Collimore's gone through in third from Zach Shelton, Bailey Harker, Liam Quayle, the rider we spoke to a few moments ago. He's currently in sixth place. Ash Barnes, Marshall Richardson, Max Bartle, Corey Tinker, Joe Duggan all making up the remaining leading group. Ben Watson a bit further behind, Harvey Smith, Lissy Whitmore, Phoebe Allenson and Kira Williamson getting away at the back of the field. Here they come around the first corner, and with that great start, starts to pull away now from Ryan Frost. The battle though on for third place. Collymore, Zach Shelton, Bailey Harker, Ash Barnes, Iliam Quayle. Great start to this Jnr SM 90 race. They're all closing up actually on Chase Collymore.
I think this is going to be the battle to watch between these five riders. So Iliam Quayle qualifying in third, so obviously he's got the lap times which are capable to him. He's capable of the lap times. So it'll be good to see what the battle comes out of this one.
George Hopper slightly from Ryan Frost. All the action though is for third place. Here they are. Collymore, orange helmet in third place. Number 04 behind him is Zach Shelton. He's having a look down the inside but can't quite find an opening.
Zach's another rider who's really come on this season. Down the inside of Chase, he's going to make move.
Not quite close, and he's very confident down the inside, but Chase Collymore flying covered. So Collymore third, Shelton, Bailey Harker in there as well. Round the final corner they go. Let's see what Zach Shelton can do now. He's sort of taking a different line, being lost out slightly there on the ran wide, and that's allowed Bailey Harker to close up and has given Chase Collymore a little bit of breathing space. So Collymore in third, Shelton now recovering in fourth place. Rick Podler says he likes to see the two-strokes out there competing. Of course, that will be the CRF 150 race. Of course, it's always good to see two-strokes out there. Actually, today in Great Britain, there's actually a two-stroke festival in motocross, all different areas of two-strokes, and it really is as strong as ever, the two-stroke contingent.
Just looking out onto the infield, it looks like George Hopper just checked out at the front now.
George Hopper coming around the final corner now. He's pulling away. The battle now on for third place. So Hopper with that great start pulls away at the front. Ryan Frost charging in second place but can't do anything at the moment. Here comes the battle for third. Chase Collymore charging through but can't shake off Zach Shelton. These two riders starting to pull away a bit now from Bailey Harker, but not too much in it. Harker in fifth, Iliam Quayle, Ash Barnes, Corey Tinker, Ben Watson through to ninth. Into the top 10 now goes Marshall Richardson. And just looking there, that's Ash Barnes now looking in seventh place. Ash Barnes is starting to close up on this battle for third. We're looking to see where Corey Tinker is. There's Corey Tinker down the hill at the back of your screen there. So this battle for third is getting very, very... There's one or two riders now. Certainly Ash Barnes, Corey Tinker are closing up, and it looks like Ben Watson's on the move as well. He's down in ninth place.
It looks like Iliam's just getting held up by Bailey Harker at the moment, so if you can get past Bailey, be on the back of Zach.
And of course, this is one of the frustrating things as a racer. If you get stuck behind a rider who's holding you up, it does seem that Iliam Quayle's a bit faster than Bailey Harker at the moment, but can't quite find a way through. And no disrespect, of course, to Bailey Harker, because he's entitled to fight for that fifth place. He's not going to move aside and let the faster rider through.
Absolutely not. He's not going to just give him the place.
So Bailey Harker holding on to fifth place. He can't quite close up on Zach Shelton and Chase Collymore. But you can see, oh, again, round the outside there, you can see the number 46 there, Iliam Quayle, trying to find his way through, but certainly Bailey Harker is not going to give that place up lightly. And again, round the outside, oh, as he shuts the door there, Bailey Harker shutting the door on Iliam Quayle. This is the battle for fifth position. Just a little bit further behind Chase Collymore and Zach Shelton as they make their way through the tail ender. Zach Shelton has a look down the inside of Chase Collymore, but doesn't quite make the pass stick. They've all got to nip their way through past the back marker.
And just looking a bit further down the field, we've got Ben Watson and Marshall Richardson are having an absolutely fantastic battle at the moment. That's for 9th and 10th place. And a right ding-dong.
They make their way through around the final corner. Here they go. And just go Finish line now, number 120, Ben Watson with Marshall Richardson right behind him. They're a bit further behind this battle for third place.
Marshall just tried to have a look around the outside of Ben Watson there, going into the right hand on straight, and lost a little bit of time. Whether he outbraked himself or didn't mean to make the move, but he just seems to lose a bit of time. He's right back on the rear.
William Quayle all over the rear wheel of Bailey Harker, who is trying to close up. It looks like they are closing up slightly.
Marshall's gone down the inside of Ben Watson.
To the back. Marshall and Ben Watson, they're still fighting away on the edge of the top 10.
Ben's back round the outside again. Absolutely brilliant racing. And Marshall's back down the inside into the left-hander. Oh no, Ben's not letting them have that one.
This battle a little bit further behind is the battle for third place goes to Chase Collymore, starting to pull away in third place, although Zach Shelton's still in there. Bailey Harker, Liam Quell, Ash Barnes, Corey Tinker. And that battle that Matt's referring to there, Ben Watson and Marshall Richardson, they're still fighting away at the back of the field. George Hopper, meanwhile, at the front of this pack, is really clearing away now. 54.155, the fastest race. Really pulling away from Ryan Frost in second place. So Hopper all on his own, clear track in front of him. This is the man in third place, Chase Collymore, with Zach Shelton squeezing every ounce of that 140 machine up there. Here they come. So now it looks like Zach Shelton is starting to close up on Chase Collymore, and then there's a chain of riders behind Bailey Harker, and Harker is riding very well at the moment. He's guarding those lines.
Well. Corey's in the mix.
Corey Tink's involved in this one as well. The battle now for third place. Here they go. Zach Shelton has found some drive. He was losing time on Chase Collymore. Collymore was pulling away in third place. So third and fourth are neck and neck, and then fifth through to ninth. Here they come up towards Christmas Corner. Well, fifth through to eighth, I should say, of course, because Corey Tinker involved in this one now. Ben Watson, Marshall Richardson a bit further behind. George Hopper is your race leader from Ryan Frost. Down the hill they go. Chase Collymore in third place. Zach Shelton fourth, and they all close up under braking. Bailey Harker, Elliot Ash Barnes, Corey Tinker. Yellow flags up though. Somebody's gone down in the middle of the circuit there. We've got wave yellows. And I think that could be Ryan went down. Let's just confirm that. We're going to hold on that. Looks like Ryan Frost leathers. Colours of Ryan Frost as they go through.
That's Lissy Whitmore.
Lissy Whitmore, do beg your pardon. So Lissy Whitmore, who was in 15th position, go into contention. But it looks like Lissy's okay, and the bike's okay. So Lissy Whitmore will get back to the race, one would presume. The marshal's just checking that she's okay, and there we go. So good to see that Lissy Whitmore, 34, who's now down in 16th place, is okay, but back in the race looking, I do apologise, look very similar to Ryan Frost there, but he's still there in second place. But George Hopper, still lapping in the 54-second region, is charging away at the front. Look at Chase Collymore here though. He is coming under so much pressure now from Zach Shelton in fourth place, and again Shelton has a look down the inside, but Collymore's got the line covered. Oh, as Zach Shelton leaves his braking very late there. He just touched the back wheel of Chase Collymore and goes off onto the grass. That's the worst time for Zach Shelton to lose momentum, because that means that Bailey Harker goes through. Then we've got 46, Liam Quell up to fifth. Zach Shelton recovers in sixth place. Just a small mistake though from Zach Shelton. He just tapped the back wheel of Chase Collymore. And again Bailey Harker fending off Liam Quell. Look at Quayle here with the black leathers going this way and that. Here we see Collymore scything his way through one or two more of the tail enders. And then this whole gaggle of riders now. This battle for what will now be, of course, fourth place, because we've seen Zach Shelton lose a few places. George Hopper still charging away at the front. Ryan Frost in second. That battle, though, still raging for third place. The top really have away from these guys now, who are coming up towards the final few corners. Then we see well, Ash Barnes has gone past Zach Shelton. Corey Tinker still. Smith there, number 85. A lap down, currently in 14th place. The next rider to be lapped looks like it could be Jack Smith. Currently in 13th place. George Hopper is already coming through to the final corner. These guys are only halfway around the lap as George Hopper goes past the finish line as we speak and looks across at these guys battling away. This is for third place, of course. So really, George Hopper is just like pointing straight. He's going up in towards Christmas corner now. Got a relatively clear track in front of him. The battle now is still raging for third place as Bailey Harker has found some drive and is closing up on Chase Collymore for third place. Ryan Frost is still in second, but Chase Collymore in third goes round the final corner. Oh, as Bailey Harker goes round the outside, tries to find momentum there. Iliam Quayle, I think, saw the initiative, went down the inside, but didn't quite work out. And Bailey Harker, through all that, holds on to fourth place. Look out, though, for Ash Barnes, who's getting involved on this last lap, as we see our race leader now coming up towards the final corner. George Hopper has really run away with things. He goes past Joe Duggan in 11th place and takes the check flag. I think the finisher caught unawares there, but George Hopper has won the race. So he's your race winner. Second place is Ryan Frost. Checkered flag not being shown so far, so I'm not too sure what's happened there possibly. I think it was just a case of missing out on the first two. The checkered flag has now gone out there as, ooh, this is going to be close. Chase Collymore goes through in third place and punches the air as he goes through. Who can blame him, because he really had to work hard there. Bailey Harker, great ride from him though as well in fourth place, because Iliam Quayle putting so much pressure on there for fifth position. Ash Barnes goes through to sixth from Corey Tinker. Zach Shelton fading to eighth place. Ben Watson in ninth, and Marshall Richardson will round out the top 10, but a fantastic race from George Hopper. Away we go for Jnr SM 140, but problems on the line there for number 46, Iliam Quayle. Almost stole the bike. Very bad start for him, but he gets away in the midfield. At the front, though, looks like Frost has held on to the lead. George Hopper in second, Chase Collymore third, Zach Shelton, Bailey Harker in there as well. We'll keep an eye out though for Iliam Quayle. He's out of the top 10 when he crossed the line, as down the inside goes Ryan Frost. George Hopper ran the outside, taking the lead. Frost had a look down the inside, but George Hopper has made the pass stick and trying to pull ran away with that first SM140 race, of course. Ryan Frost in second place, Collymore third, and Zach Shelton in fourth place. But the rider to watch will be Iliam Quayle, who almost stole the bike and coming through from way outside the top 10. Hopper then, your race leader. Here's the battle for third place though between Chase Collymore and Zach Shelton. Ash Barnes, a good start for him in fifth place, just behind. Marshall Richardson's in there as well, but look out for Ash Barnes, who's starting to close the gap somewhat now. That
was a big switch from Jack's front end going to Christmas corner up the hill. Just allowed Ash Barnes to catch up a little bit.
Hopper fastest lap of the race, 56.804. This looks ominous for the rest of the pack, of course, because he really ran away with that first race, and George Hopper pulling away slowly from Ryan Frost in second place. Chase Collymore still there in third place. Zach Shelton and Ash Barnes really charging through. There's Bailey Harker at race in 140 moto and pulling away now. He's got past Marshall Richardson. So Bailey Harker is running well again. He's up into Watson making his way through. Iliam Quayle into the top 10, but hard work for Iliam Quayle. Bad start, and these riders, they're tough nuts. They're not going to let him through easily. Yeah,
so obviously George and Ryan are kind of a league of their own at the moment, but back in the midfield, these kids are definitely battling away with Chase and Zach and Ash having a good battle for third place. But Iliam, he qualified really, really well on both races. He just hasn't been able to get off the line.
It's like Quayle nips down the inside of Corey Tinker. Another place, Bailey Harker having a good race up to sixth position. But this battle for third is still Chase Collymore fending off number 04, Zach Shelton. And Ash Barnes in there as well. The leader, George Hopper, has already cleared away and making his way through Ryan Frost in second place. Here's the battle for third. Oh, as through to third place now goes Zach Shelton. Shelton through to third, nips through the inside of Chase Collymore. You've got to look out for Ash Barnes though in fifth place. They make their way up to Christmas corner. Oh, but Chase Collymore so committed there. But Zach Shelton, number 04, is made of stern stuff. These riders, of course, Matt, they are both relatively newcomers. Of course, they're side by side into the downhill corner. But it's been a great season so far for both Zach Shelton and Chase Collymore. They're battling away at the front of the field.
Yeah, those two have been battling all season, really. It's Zach's first season racing this year, and he's really starting out. I think he's come over from flat track. We went to the MCM festival, and it was like an indoor track, and he was backing it in and showing off his MX or grass tracking kind of skills. So it's good to see him out there racing, battling with Chase, because Chase is no slouch. You know, you see him out in the Junior Supermoto 90, the little Bambinos, and he's quite quick. And so it's great to see him battling away in the midfield.
Iliam Quayle, meanwhile, in 9th place. It close up on Corey Tinker. You'll see this battle through to the edge of the top 10 as they close up on the back marker. Plenty of action here. Oh, and there's Quayle. Now he's starting to close up on, well, it was Corey Tinker who's got past Marshall Richardson. Richardson dropping down the field a bit now. Corey Tinker's on the move. And Tinker definitely now has made that pass stick on Marshall Richardson. Iliam Quayle trying to get through. Bailey Harker in there as well. He's in 6th place. Then there's a gap with Ash Barnes closing up on the battle between Zach Shelton and Chase Collymore. Plenty of action in this battle through from 3rd place. George Hopper has just gone through in the lead.
Make sure you keep your comments coming through on their Facebook page. Show these kids your support, and we'll share them and obviously comment them coming through.
There goes that battle as they make their way. George Hopper clear away at the front. Ryan Frost still in 2nd place. And George Hopper at the moment, he's coming back down the hill into the centre of the circuit. He's in a league of his own. The battle on though for 3rd position. And oh, it's still Zach Shelton in 3rd place.
We've got a question coming through. Why are they cornering like Superbike when you can corner a lot better with your foot forward? I don't know. It depends what you're comfortable doing. These bikes are a lot lower to the ground, and if you stick your foot out, especially with the taller riders, you know, you haven't really got a lot of room to move around or stick your feet out into the thing. And also, I wouldn't, because the way these guys race, I wouldn't want to be sticking my foot off the pegs in the way of somebody. So, and it depends what you're comfortable doing. You got young Riley on the Bambino 90. He rides in the traditional supermoto style. But you can just go a bit quicker. You really can go a bit quicker on the superbike style, knee down type of riding. I hope that answers your question.
I think we have seen Riley do that a few times, haven't we? But it is what's best for the riders, people have been saying, really.
Yeah, I mean, my bike's a little 50 frame, and I won't be able to stick my leg out. I'd be catching my toes all the time, and so it's a lot easier for me to get off the bike, stick the knee down, and carry out the corner speed in that lean angle.
So as we see, of course, different riding styles, and at the moment back on track with George Hopper running away at the front. Here we see plenty of different riding styles out here in the midfield, as still Zach Shelton holding on to that 3rd place from Chase Collymore. And speaking of the feet, now we might be seeing a bit of that in a few moments when they start to try and get the breaking down the inside, possibly, who knows, because this race is very close indeed with 3 laps to go. George Hopper leads the way, and Zach Shelton still in that 3rd place. Shout out here for Joe Duggan, of course. He's on the edge of the top 10 battling with Ben Watson. Well, there goes Watson in 10th place. Duggan just a bit further behind in 11th, number 64.
We've got some feedback from John Bolsover. Stick your foot out on one of these and lose a lead. John definitely knows what he's talking about. He's pretty much ridden anything on 2 wheels. And yeah, I have to agree. You know, I've run these bikes for 4 or 5 years now, and you just can't carry that lean angle, especially the seniors, if you're sticking your foot out, because you haven't got that ground clearance. You know, on the big supermoto style bikes, they're a lot bigger, they're a lot taller, and you got that space to do it. But even some of the big supermotos, they stick the knee down. But yeah.
So it all depends on the bike, really. Interesting comments, and interesting discussions how to ride these bikes, of course. And certainly George Hopper doing that very well, leads the race by 10.3 seconds. Now that is a big gap when you consider how close these races have been today. Hopper all on his own at the front, left Ryan Frost behind in second. All the action though, place with Zach Shelton. Charging away. Oh, there's a back marker there. I think that's number 10 possibly, letting the leading group through. So good riding there from the slow rider, letting those riders get by, not panicking or changing line. Marshall Richardson, the shout out there from Penny Atkins, and he's well and truly things here in the top 10. 9th place battle. George taking the 1 lap board. And still the battle raging for 3rd place. Here they go in towards the penultimate corner. A bit of a shame, of course, with George Hopper. He's not really getting much of the limelight at the moment because all the battles here for 3rd place.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's just too quick now. He's in a league of his own. He's such a talented young man. Yeah, I can't really say much more about it. I can't really say any bad things about him, really. He's just such a talent, and we're looking forward to seeing things with him on his Ninja 300 for next season. He's definitely still going to be riding the BMB for a couple of rounds when he's not on the 300. But it just shows that hopefully the BMB has allowed another young rider to develop and progress.
So here he is, the man, George Hopper, making his way up towards the final corner. He has really run away with things so far. The checkered flag goes out, and it's another win. Great weekend for George Hopper, who really runs 140. Big things expected of him next year then, of course, as Ryan Frost goes through in 2nd place. The battle for 3rd, it looks like Zach Shelton has held on to 3rd position. Got 1 more corner to go. Chase Collymore is not giving up though. Oh, and that was close. Shelton holds on to 3rd. Chase Collymore in 4th place. Ash Barnes holding off Corey Tinker there for 6th place, with Bailey Harker, Iliam Quayle, Marshall Richardson in there as well in 9th place. Ben Watson, number 120, will round out the top 10. This will complete our youth racing.